Good afternoon, volleyball superfans, and welcome to the 2024 Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. This is Quick Set, brought to you by Smart. I'm Tatiana Austria, your courtside reporter for today's doubleheader live at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. For our matches today, we begin with Emilio Aguinaldo University versus Arellano University at 3:30 p.m. And at 6 p.m., we have Colegio de San Juan de Letran versus Jose Rizal University. On yesterday's opening matches, they set ablaze to the SSL court. So as Lazal defeated UP 3-1, LPU defeated Mapua 3-2, and Ateneo de Manila University defeated San Beda 3-2 as well. So if you missed those three matches and our 2024 opening ceremonies, don't worry because we've got a recap of all our highlights just for you. Let's watch this.
Actually, malaking tulong po ito kasi ito po yung unang liga ulit na sasalihan namin, and parang advantage lang po nito is ma-expose po yung mga players para maging confidence po sila and ma-boost pa po yung confidence nila through games.
Such an inspiring story on the side of the Arellano Lady Chiefs team captain. Now, on the other side of the court, we've got Erica May Bodonal from the Emilio Aguinaldo College Lady Generals. Let's watch this.
Since rookies nga po kami, sobrang excited po namin makatapat yung mga UAP po, gano'n, yung mga nasa Final Four ng NC. Sobrang excited po kami ipakita kung ano po yung pinagandaan po namin ngayong SSL po. Chemistry po talaga ng team. Yun nga po, since rookies nga po. So parang yun po talaga yung pinakakailangan po ng team namin.
You can catch all the sports fun and action live on the Facebook pages of Shakey Super League and Smart Sports, also live on the Smart LiveStream App, Puso Pilipinas YouTube channel, and Solar Sports. It's an all-NCAA clash this Sunday. Now let's bring it over to our panel, Kayla Reyes and Rhea Agas.
It's day 3 of the Shakey Super League here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. The Emilio Aguinaldo College Lady Generals take on the Arellano University Lady Chiefs for their debut match this Sunday afternoon. Can EAC get their first win and start strong in the tournament, or will Arellano pick up where they left off and get their early lead in Pool A? Good afternoon, volleyball fans. I am Kayla Reyes alongside Rhea Agas and Tati Austria on the sidelines. Rhea, what are your thoughts on today's all-NCAA matchup?
Well, you know what, Kayla? It has been a while since these teams have battled against each other, but you know the dynamic is there, so it's really a matter of execution going up against the familiar foes of between NCAA teams.
Definitely, these two teams are familiar foes in the NCAA, so for sure, our volleyball fans will be in for a treat. But before that, let's take a look at the pool groupings we have here in Pool A, which is our match in just a short while. Leading that team, of course, we have the UAAP defending champions, National University, as well as the teams who will be trying to get their first win. That's Emilio Aguinaldo College and Arellano University. Moving on to Pool B, we have here UST and as well as the third placers in the NCAA, that's LPU.
Well, of course, in Pool C, we have DLSU and UP, who has been missing in the previous conference. And of course, in Pool D, we have FEU alongside NCAA champion, the CSB Lady Blazers.
That's right. So now, let's discuss, Rhea, our tournament format for this year's Shakey Super League Preseason Championship.
Well, to complete the cast of 18 teams, they will be divided into 4 pools. in this conference with, again, the all-2-play rule to be implemented in the preliminary round. A single round robin will be conducted and 2 teams per pool will advance to the next round, and the 8 remaining teams will form Pool E and Pool F. The same, a single round robin will be implemented, and in the quarterfinals, the 8 teams will battle a crossover quarterfinals to which higher ranked teams will have a twice to beat advantage, and of course in the semifinals, the final 4 teams will battle in a knockout system, and again in the finals there will be a best of 3 series.
Now let's take a look at our first team here. That's the Emilio Aguinaldo College Lady Generals and their previous performance in the NCAA and in the Shakey Super League last 2023. They finished 16th place and did not reach the quarterfinals. And for their NCAA campaign, they also finished in 10th place and did not reach the step ladder semifinals as well.
Well, wins have been elusive for the Lady Generals, not just in the Shakey Super League preseason championship, but also in the NCAA. But we all know this team is rebuilding, so we really expect a better show up for them. And the real question is, can they finally break into the win column in today's conference?
Let's now take a look here at the EAC Lady Generals' lineup. A lot of rookies, as you mentioned, Rhea. A very young team, and although they still have a lot of, or quite a number rather, of their holdovers and veterans such as Rhea Magalona, that's Ann Fermento, Georgina Lot, and Razonable as well, here to guide the rookies in their debut match against Arellano. Moving on to the Lady Chiefs, let's discuss their previous performance. That in the 2023 Shakey Super League, they lost to Adamson in the quarterfinals, and for their NCAA campaign, they finished 4th, lost to Lyceum in the step ladder semifinals.
That's right, Kayla. The Arellano Lady Chiefs have shown a lot of promise in the recent tournaments, which included a quarterfinal appearance in last year's preseason championship and, of course, a stint in the step ladder semifinals in the NCAA a few months ago. But, the question is, can those performances again translate in this coming conference?
Yes, Rhea. We actually were able to talk to their team captain, Nanita Padua, earlier, and she mentioned that there are still a lot of veterans and key holdovers from their lineup last year, and just a little bit of addition for the rookies this season.
That's true, Kayla. A mix of holdovers and young players are in return in this conference, and a new look of Arellano's squad will make noise and have another promising performance in this season with their team captain, Padua, and of course, Marian Padillon, who will lead the squad for the Arellano Lady Chiefs.
I'll now turn you over to our game announcer for the callouts.
It's going to be an exciting Sunday here at the Shakey Super League 2024 Preseason Championship, all to play. Our first game features the Emilio Aguinaldo College Lady Generals going up against the Arellano University Lady Chiefs. Let's meet both teams, starting with the Emilio Aguinaldo Lady General. Let's begin with the Arellano University Lady Chiefs. Team Captain, Annie Padua, number 3. First Libero, number 8, Aliona Nicole Cagigla. Number 1, Casey Adante. Number 2, Kyra Arellano. Number 6, Marian Padillon. Number 7, Laika Tudlasan. Number 9, Maui Joyce Magaling. Number 12, Haram Ceballos. Number 14, Pauline. 13, Faye Mangubat. Number 14, Pauline de Guzman. Number 15, Catherine Domasi. Number 16, Kaiselin Punzalan. Number 18, Samantha Tiratira. And their second libero is number 5, K. Alec Pablo. And now the Emilio Aguinaldo Lady Generals, led by their team captain, number 3, Rhea Magalona. And first libero, number 4, Kakay and Andres. Their teammates, number 5, AJ Lepitin. Number 6, Jade Nicole Sayago. Number 7, Erica May Bodonal. Number 8, Marinel Ramos. Number 12, Ann Formento. Number 14, Florence Jane Domo. Number 16, Georgina Lut. Number 18, Alessandra Razonable. Number 19, Eliza Ann Alimen. Number 20, Jasmine Therese Bulusan. Number 22, Cara Diana. And their second libero is number 1, Alex Maliari. Now, our officials for match number 3. First referee, Chris Iñaki Ramos. Second referee, Richard Rivera.
There we have it, the Lady Generals on your screens as they take on the Arellano Lady Chiefs, both their debut matches here in the 2024 Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. First up here, we have the Lady Generals. A lot of new faces, Rhea, in this team.
Exactly, Kyla. This is going to be a challenge on the side of Coach Rodrigo Palermo. He will have a tough time, or a tough task rather, on his hand. As we all know, the usual key players and starters from last season, such as Catherine Almazan, Jennifer Omapas, Trisha Brutas, are not in the lineup anymore for the Lady Generals. But on the brighter side, Kayla, this is going to be an opportunity for the Lady Generals to actually establish a new system in their squad.
Now we have here the Arellano Lady Chiefs, led by head coach Roberto Javier. So as we mentioned earlier in our pregame, a lot of veterans still in their team, with some key additions, of course, in their rookies. They will be going up against the best of the best NCAA teams and UAAP, with a mix of holdovers and young players in the return here in the Shakey Super League. Back for another tour of duty for the Lady Chiefs are team captain Christine Adante and veterans like Laika Tudlasan, Marian Padillon, and Heart Villa Flores. So it's gonna be an exciting match, Rhea. Let's see if EAC will be able to improve their campaign last year, and if Arellano will be able to exceed their quarterfinals appearance in last year's Shakey season.
Team starting with the Emilio Aguinaldo Lady Generals. Number 6, Nicole Sayago. Number 7, Erica Bodonal. Number 8, Marinel Ramos. Number 12, Ann Formento. Number 19, Eliza Alimen. Number 22, Cara Diana. And their starting libero is number 4, Kakay Andres. Head coach for the Lady Generals is Jeffrey Barbosa. And now the starting lineup for the Arellano Lady Chiefs. Number 1, Casey Adante. Number 6, Momeng Padillon. Number 9, Maui Joyce Magaling. Number 13, Faye Mangubat. Number 14, Pauline de Guzman. Number 16, Casey Punzalan. And their starting libero is number 8, Alona Nicole Cagicla. Head coach for the Lady Chiefs is Obet Javier.
Our starting unit here for the Lady Generals, we have Sayago, Bodonal, Formento, Dayanan, Alimen, Lepiten, and their starting libero, Caril de Andres. On the other side of the court, for Arellano, we have Mangubat, De Guzman, Padillon, Bunzalan, Magaling, Adante, and Kay Pablo as their starting libero. So Lady Generals up against the Lady Chiefs. Let's see who will get the first win here in the 2024 Shakey Super League Preseason Championship. So first serve here goes to Arellano. We have number 1 Andante on the service deck. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken in Mojo's now.
We start set number 1 with the Arellano Lady Chiefs at the service line. Serving is Casey Andante.
Andante on deck to serve now for the Lady Chiefs. Good receive there by EAC. Back row attack here. That one too long. So point here for the Lady Generals.
Good execution there on the side of Arellano to go for that back row option. Unfortunately for Sayago, or for Padillon rather, she was underneath that ball.
Good receive there for Arellano. Drop ball by De Guzman. Soft touch there by the Lady Generals. Free ball. And a good attack there coming from the middle. That was care of their middle blocker.
Well, if you're Arellano, Kayla, no, pag nagbigay ka ng, if there's an opportunity coming from a chance ball and you have Magubat in the front row, it's really efficient if you maximize your presence there. And that's exactly what the Lady Chiefs did in that last play.
Good set there to the opposite. Good defense by EAC so far. Actually, Rhea, that's been one of their key assets in terms of their skills ever since I was playing. Actually, they're not the tallest of players, but when it comes to receive and floor defense, very skilled in that level.
And we spoke to the girls earlier, Kayla, no, and knowing that they are rebuilding, knowing that most of the composition of their team ay mga bata, but it seems like so far here in set number 1, they're really doing and playing it all out.
As the Lady Chiefs get another point here. Good chase there, though, by EAC. Formento chooses the open side. Good hit there, good defense by Arellano. Back row attack here for Arellano. Ball still alive. And back-to-back points here for the Lady Chiefs.
So far, the Lady Generals, they have the floor defense, but unfortunately for them, they can't translate that defense into an attack. And for the Lady Chiefs, they're really taking advantage of the overpass coming from EAC. And that has been the play so far here in set number 1.
But a response here coming from the side of EAC. Good point there.
It's going to be a much needed point for EAC. So far, Kayla, hindi pa natin nakikita sino yung may nakakalamang na momentum here in set number 1. So it's really important to establish that as early as the score we have here.
Magaling. That one sails out too wide. So a point here for EAC this time. All tied up now at 3-all. here in the first set. Free ball given up by Arellano. Formento chooses the open side.
Oh,
Violation called there as Alimen crosses that center line.
that's going to be costly on the side of EAC. You know what, Kayla, as early as set number 1, they really have to minimize those kinds of errors. Otherwise, hindi sila makakuha ng momentum. And they need that now. Especially, sobrang tight ng score natin here in set number 1.
Attack error though here on the side of Arellano. That's back-to-back errors for number 9, Magaling. Trying to get crafty with those attacks. Good intention though. Trying to find the empty spots or target the empty spots on the side of the Lady Generals. Magaling tries again. Formento to Dayanan. Adante chooses the back. Good up there by EAC. Back row attack once again here for Arellano. That was awkward positioning there for Alimen. That one sails out.
So far, EAC, nadedepensahan nila yung long attacks coming from Arellano. And itong Arellano, they're really taking advantage of the errors committed by EAC. And we are yet to see, an activation coming from other attackers from both squads here in set number 1.
1-2 play there coming from Andante. Good ball placement there, knowing exactly where to bring that ball, making it look so easy. She saw that the backcourt of the Lady Generals was wide open and opted for that 1-2 play. Another point here for Arellano.
A well-timed block coming from the Lady Chiefs. Well, they already anticipated that attack coming from Dayanan.
This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Better receive here by EAC. Although an attack error committed by Dayanan. As we head to our first technical timeout, score is 8-4 in favor of the Lady Chiefs.
With Smart Postpaid, enjoy awesome perks, the latest gadgets, and exciting entertainment. It's more than a plan. Smart Postpaid. Live more today.
Shakey's Thin Crust, now with more cheese. Then incredibly cheesier. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Hailing from the heart of the Philippines is Eliza Ann Alimen, number 19 from the Lady Generals, or Jing for short. The Ilongga athlete played several sports prior to volleyball but felt as if it lacked joy and excitement as a solo player. Discovered in 3rd grade for her excellent ball control, Jill was locked in for the ride of her life. Sabi nga niya, kung dati nung elementary ay hindi siya nakapagpaalam sa kanyang magulang na volleyball player na siya, diyak na alam na nila ngayong nasa Shakey Super League na ang anak nila. The FEU Diliman Senior High graduate is now taking hospitality management at Emilio Aguinaldo College and aims to make a name for herself in the volleyball scene. Back to you, Kayla and Rhea.
Thank you for that report, Tati. Well, Rhea, it's really nice to hear actually the stories of these players and the backgrounds of where they come from and how they start in the province and make their way here to the city and the big leagues to play the sport that they truly love.
Exactly, Kayla. Nakausap nga natin yung girls earlier, no? They're really looking forward to the opportunity that, yung nabigay sa kanila, and going up against teams like National University, the UAAP champions, CSB Lady Blazers, the NCAA champion, is really a fulfillment on the part of the players.
Definitely. So these two teams right now that we are watching fall under Pool A, so they have quite a tough task in this pool as they face National University amongst the other competitors in that pool. But they also mentioned earlier when we interviewed them, Rhea, that it's a good way to get exposed since they are going up against those skill teams.
And talking about exposure, Kayla, given that itong Lady Generals, they're a relatively new team composed of younger players, so this is really a good opportunity for them and a good opportunity for the coaching staff as well, you know, to establish perhaps a new system given that madami din yung nawala sa kanila from the previous season.
A point here though coming from the side of the Lady Generals, care of Alimen.
That's a good distribution coming from Formento. So far, yung nakikita natin earlier was Dayanan. Siya yung laging option. And this time, finally, an activation coming from other attackers and a service ace courtesy of Dayanan.
This serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. So back-to-back points here for EAC. Dayanan contributing from that service deck. Much needed though for the side of EAC here if they want to catch up to the lead of the Lady Chiefs.
Ooh,
good attack there by Magaling.
And finally, Kayla Magaling with a well-timed attack and a perfect execution there.
This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now.
Napansin natin kanina, Kayla, no, parang si Magaling, she's trying to adjust and get that momentum in her attacks, but that previous sequence, yun talaga yung saktong timing for her.
Yeah, she was struggling quite a bit on the earlier parts of the set.
Yes.
But now we saw what she's capable of doing.
Ooh.
Good roll shot there coming from Alimen.
No one was there on the side of Arellano.
EAC getting crafty with their plays. So far, varying their shots from long ball, short ball, as well as those drops that they have been doing. Formento to the open side. And a good point here coming from Bodonal.
You know what I noticed, Kayla, is that both teams are actually showing good floor defense. Kaya nagtatalo lang talaga sa how crafty the attack is.
That smart power play was brought to you by Smart Power All 99. Load now. Jump serve here by Alimen.
Ooh.
And a powerful hit there coming from the middle blocker of the Lady Chiefs, Punzalan. Let's take a look at this replay here.
You know, that would, of course, courtesy of the good pass we saw prior to that attack. Parang hindi galing sa jump serve yung serve.
And a good set as well coming from Andante. Perfect height for the middle blocker, Punzalan. Soft touch here for the Lady Chiefs. And Sayago making that one look so easy, opting for a drop ball.
And a good side out coming from EAC. And this time, Sayago having her own attack from the middle.
Serve goes long for Sayago.
Well, that will definitely, not help for EAC. Again, the errors piling up on the side of Lady Generals.
They were able to score a couple of points and they had a mini run. But so far, lead ballooning to 5 again here for the Lady Chiefs. Formento to Dayanan.
Nice dig.
Good defense here by Arellano. Bodonal tries again, but good defense here coming from the Lady Chiefs. This block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
You know what, Kayla? What Arellano needs to do is to actually vary their offensive system, because so far yung long attacks nila from the open or even the opposite, nababasa ng blockers on the side of Arellano.
So far, the Lady Chiefs still with a 5-point lead. Veteran setter for Mento of the Lady Generals on deck to serve here. Better pass by Arellano. And that one converted to a point. Care of Magaling.
With Smart Postpaid, enjoy awesome perks, the latest gadgets, and exciting entertainment. It's more than a plan. Smart Postpaid. Live more today.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Back from that second technical timeout, Arellano University still with a 6-point lead as we see here our smart power player. That's Christine Claire Adante of the Lady Chiefs, the team captain and setter. One of the players who will be vital to the success of the Lady Chiefs in the return to the Shakey Super League is Christine Claire Adante, who will also serve as their team captain in the tournament.
That's right, Kayla. Given that she's a setter and a team captain, medyo mabigat yung role niya sa team, but we can really see so far she's embracing that role, and crucial din yung magiging role niya as the playmaker in rallying the offense of her squad.
Definitely the team captain and the one orchestrating the offense of the Lady Chiefs. We saw earlier a lot of veteran moves from her and doing a lot of drop shots as we began this first set rather. Lead now at 6 for the Lady Chiefs. Bodonal with the serve here for EAC. For Mento to Dayanan in the opposite. Great attack there coming from the opposite spiker.
That's a good reverse set as well coming from Formento, choosing Dayanan in that attack.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Tight set there to the open side, but good adjust coming from Magaling.
Magaling, quick to that set, although not the best of sets, Kayla, no, but she really took advantage of the opportunity to score a point.
Faulty reception here for EAC. Dayanan with a heavy hand. Free ball here for Arellano. Almost a miscommunication there. But a violation was called, a lifting violation on Adante.
Adante was trying to go for that reverse set in hopes of, you know, breaking the blockers for EAC. But unfortunately, our first referee called a lifting violation.
Substitution now here for EAC. We have Razonable in the ball game. But the receive here for Arellano. Alimen from the open side. Good reflexes there rather for Arellano. Adante chooses Magaling. Alimen. Drop ball, but a net touch. Called on EAC. That's Sayago. So point here for the Lady Chiefs.
You know, like I made mention earlier, Kayla, no, na maganda yung defense coming from both teams. Unfortunately for EAC, in the middle of the rally, they tend to commit that error, well, which has been, you know, slowing them down here in set number 1. And on the side of Arellano, they're just really taking advantage of the errors committed by EAC.
EAC really has to minimize those errors because we can see na nakakasabay naman sila sa tempo of play ng Arellano, but because of those errors, the momentum just shifts to the side of the Lady Chiefs. So one of their vets now in the ballgame as well, that's Georgina Lut. To serve here for EAC. She is also the setter for EAC here, aside from Formentos. Alimen adjusts to that underhand set. Back row attack here for EAC.
Oh, nice set.
Nice set there to Tudlasan, and that one falls right on the line.
That set was exactly what Tudlasan wanted. You know, yung short and fast set in the open, and no one was there for EAC para sa blocking.
Laika Tudlasan also now in the ball game for Arellano. She did not start earlier, but she's also one of the key holdovers from this Lady Chiefs team. Alimen with a tough angle there. Alimen tries again. Good defense here by Arellano's libero. Tudlasan again off the block this time.
Smart play coming from Tudlasan, making use of the hands of the blockers. Forces the hand of Arellano, or EAC rather.
Kanina, depensa nila parehas sa atin. Kung nakaganyan yan, bumababa to dito. Sumusunod tong dalawa, ito bumababa dito. So yung tao isa nandito. Pag lumalabas yung bola mo, bumababa siya rito. Pwede mo itapon dito, pero pag nakita niyo sakto yung bola sa'yo, dudulo siya. Sumawala ng tao rito. Gamit kayo ng technique. Wag puro hard hit. Pwedeng patamain sa kamay palabas. Sadyain minsan.
That huddle was powered by Smart 5G.
You know what, Kayla? I have to agree with Coach Rodrigo Palermo in that timeout. He instructed the girls, particularly in their offense, to be smart about it and know where to place their attacks, because unfortunately for EAC, nababantayan ng Arellano ang kanilang mga atake. And it has been so far easy for Arellano, you know, to defend the offense coming from EAC.
Now a service ace here from the Lady Chiefs after that EAC timeout. Lut chooses Alimen on the opposite side. Back row attack here for Arellano. You can see EAC setters really choosing and finding Alimen as their first attacker. off-speed attack works here for EAC.
Yep. Well, that's exactly how you would want to respond from a timeout called recently. Badonal finally changing things up with the tempo of the offense. Ito yung hinahanap ni Coach Palermo in that timeout, and a good response coming from Badonal.
Jump serve here by Alimen. And another powerful hit coming from Padillon of the Lady Chiefs.
You know, there were already 2 blockers in front of her talking about that attack coming from Padillon. But if the timing is right, Kayla, no, if the set is exactly her kind of set, you know, there's really no other option than to hit the ball.
Unfazed also
Yep.
by those 2 blockers of EAC. As Bodonal scores another one here for EAC.
A good response again coming from Bodonal. So far, a good activation din from Lut sa ibang attackers niya. Not only Diana, not only Halimen, but also Bodonal.
Attack here by Laika Tudlasan. The defense by EAC so far. And a good drop ball, power tip rather, coming from Mangubat. This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now.
Kanina, Kayla, na-highlight natin itong si Christine Adante, the setter on the side of Arellano. We talk about how yung role niya is going to be crucial in this conference. And looking at it now so far, maganda yung pinapakita ng kanilang setter, no. Na-activate na si Punzalan, si Tudlasan, and even Padillon on the side of Arellano.
So set point saved here by EAC because of that service error rather. As we have substitutions again for EAC. Starters coming back in, we have Dayanan and Formento coming back in for Lut, and the team captain Magalona of EAC.
No room for errors on the side of EAC.
Dante chooses the opposite, and that drop shot works for Arellano as they win the first set here. Take a look at this replay. Good choice to go for that drop as the floor defense was way at the back there for EAC. Score is 25-17 in favor of the Lady Chiefs.
There's nothing like winning the game. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's. With Smart Postpaid, enjoy awesome perks, the latest gadgets, and exciting entertainment. It's more than a plan. Smart Postpaid. Live more today.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
The Shakey Super League bundle is now available in 3 types: SSL 999, SSL Classic, and SSL Gold. Whether you're craving pizza, mojos, or pasta, there's a bundle for every appetite, and it gets even better with Classic and Gold bundles now come with a Shakey Supercard for even more perks and discounts. So order your bundle today, enjoy the game, and make it a win-win with Shakey's. Rhea, let's take a look at what happened here in set 1. A very good start for the Arellano Lady Chiefs. Steady playmaking by their team captain setter Adante, who was able to activate her spikers. We have Magaling, Tudlasan, and the sets were really well distributed here.
I have to agree, Kayla. It has been the sets of Andante that really rallied the offense of Arellano and activating her attackers, not only Magaling and Tudlasan, but the offense as well coming from the middle, unfortunately, on the side of EAC. They actually had a good start early on set number 1, but errors piled up on the latter part of the set. And as we take a look at the numbers here, we have 15 attack points coming from Arellano. Unfortunately for EAC, they only generated 8, almost half to that from Arellano, with 3 blocks from Arellano, 0 from EAC, and both teams coming up with a single ace apiece. And again, for Arellano, it's the errors that really slowed them down in set number 1.
Let's see if EAC can bounce back this second set, as this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. So different paces as we start this second set because we have the auto-play rule in effect, Rhea.
That's right. And again, this is an opportunity for the second starters from each team to showcase a new set of system that they could offer in their squad. So this is going to be exciting, although there is that sense of familiarity between these two teams already in the NCAA, but you can really see new additions coming to each team. So this is again an opportunity for both of them.
And with the all-to-play rule, it's very interesting to see how coaches strategize on how they spread their veteran players and their rookies.
Yes.
Since they are not allowed to sub in and sub out
exactly
until halfway or after the second technical timeout.
The all-to-play system, you know what, Kayla, will really test the dynamic of the teams.
Arellano here with a 1-point lead in the second set. Score is 2-1 so far. Good serve there coming from Arellano. Violation called on the Lady Chief, so free point here for EAC. On deck to serve now is Lepiten of EAC. Good attack there. Good block though coming from the Lady Generals. Lut chooses Razonable. Razonable will try again. Brings that one over. Attack from the middle is good by number 2 of Arellano. That's Kyra Arellano.
What a transition play coming from Arellano. Yung first ball nila, talking about Arellano, it came from an offense of EAC, but still, maganda yung pasa, kaya an opportunity for an attack in the middle. Talking about that last play.
Dumasig now the setter here for Arellano. Another violation called here. That's 4 touches. So, point still with Arellano. Good serve. Razonable will bring that one over. Dumasig to the middle. Lut will have to adjust and unable to do so. Another point here for the Lady Chiefs.
Errors again piling up here for EAC. So far, di pa natin nakikita yung adjustment on the side of Lady Generals in terms of the errors that they are committing.
Oop, that one awkward approach. And she was under the ball. And I'm talking about number 12, Ceballos of Arellano.
No, but a good intention also, Kayla, to try to go for an attack instead of giving up a chance ball. Otherwise, EAC will really just take advantage of every opportunity to score a point given that they have a free ball or a chance ball.
Razonable denied at the net there by the Lady Chiefs. An overset there by the libero of Arellano. That was Pablo. So point here for EAC.
So far, we are yet to see offense coming from the middle on the side of EAC. But for Arellano naman, both of their setters actually are doing a good job in ball distribution, activating offense in both open and opposite sides, and also offense from the middle.
Free ball here for EAC. Lut to Razonable. Dumasig to the open side. Missed contact there by Ceballos. Back-to-back errors for the Lady Chiefs.
Harem Ceballos making the most out of that awkward set given to her. Unfortunately, she was underneath that ball in that last sequence.
Back row attack coming from Arellano. Razonable. Free ball once again here for EAC. Ooh, overpass there by the libero. But ball still alive. Good block there by Arellano. Another free ball here for the Lady Chiefs. And floor defense of EAC not in the right place in that last sequence.
A miscommunication on the side of EAC. Hindi pa nila nakukuha ang momentum nila here in set number 2.
Arellano though still with that 1-point lead. Free ball given up by EAC here as Dumasig chooses the middle. Good up there by EAC, but an attack error committed by Razonable.
Other than the attack errors or the overall errors by EAC, what changed actually, Kayla, is yung first ball reception on EAC. In turn, itong si Lut, hindi siya makaka-establish ng kanyang gustong offense for her attackers. Kaya so far, it has been Razonable yung nag-a-attack on the side of the Lady Generals.
Good follow-up there on the side of EAC, but a powerful kill there coming from Ceballos to end that rally.
And Ceballos just really powering through the double block of EAC.
With Smart Postpaid, enjoy awesome perks, the latest gadgets, and exciting entertainment. It's more than a plan. Smart Postpaid. Live more today.
Shakey's Thin Crust, now with more cheese. Then, incredibly cheesier. Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
This fun family pizza of the game is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. So some of our volleyball fans in attendance here in the historic Rizal Memorial Coliseum. A good way to spend your Sunday afternoon, as we had another match after this. So it's an all NCAA matchup for today's game day. So far, Arellano with the lead, 8-5. Ball still alive here. Good defense coming from EAC. That was a good rally so far, Rhea.
Yep. And a good intention for Arellano to actually go for that faster attack from the middle, knowing the defense of EAC nararattle na or has been scrambling.
Lot to Magalona. Razonable from the middle. Back row attack coming from the Lady Chiefs. Domasig to Ceballos, and Ceballos with another point.
Again, a good activation for Ceballos here in set number 2. Her points crucial for Arellano to establish a momentum here in the second set.
Serve too long here for Arellano. That was Padua. But Arellano still with a 4-point lead in this second set. Well, so far, Rhea, what is Arellano doing right in this match?
What I love about Arellano, Kayla, is, you know, the distribution of sets from both setters in Domasig in set number 2 and Adante in set number 1. It's crucial that these setters na ma-activate nila ang kanilang attackers, and ito yung pinapakita ng both setters. Kaya for EAC, they're just really having a hard time in trying to read as to which offense would both setters set their, you know, their second ball.
And right on cue, a score there in the middle coming from Tira Tira of Arellano.
Exactly. We saw earlier puro si Ceballos ang siniset ni Domasig, but this time finally changing things up, going for that quick attack.
And as we mentioned earlier, the sets on the side of the Lady Chiefs are very well distributed. So there's not one lone spiker with all the points. It's spread out evenly. You have Tudlasan scoring on the wings. You have Tira Tira and all the other spikers as well contributing here for the Lady Chiefs because of the sets given by Domasig and earlier Adante. Domasig to the open side, although an attack error committed by Laika Tudlasan.
That set a little too far off the net for Laika Tudlasan.
Better receive here for the Lady Chiefs. Off-speed attack, defended there by Arellano.
Ooh.
And great instinct and a great put away there coming from Laika Tudlasan. That smart power play was brought to you by Smart Power All 99. Load now.
And what a way na para bumawi after that previous error Laika Tudlasan committed. And she continues to be an aggressive attacker here for Arellano.
Free ball here for Arellano. Dumasig to Tudlasan. And another emphatic kill there coming from the veteran Laika Tudlasan.
So what I love about that play, Kayla, is that if you're EAC, you already knew na ibibigay kay Laika Tudlasan, but Dumasig really made sure that she will set the exact set that Laika Tudlasan would want in that outside, in the left bin rather.
Well, ever since we've been seeing Laika Tudlasan play here, she's always been a powerful attacker. But meanwhile, in terms of Arellano's defense, they have very intact and solid blocking in that net as well. Dumasig to Tudlasan.
Wow.
What a good play that was, Rhea.
Wow.
We thought the middle blocker was gonna go for that attack. But Laika Tudlasan finishing the job there. This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
We have to give credit really to the ball distribution of Dumasig here in set number 2.
Second technical timeout. Score still in favor of the Lady Chiefs.
With Smart Postpaid, enjoy awesome perks, the latest gadgets, and exciting entertainment. It's more than a plan. Smart Postpaid. Live more today.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Laika Tudlasan is no stranger on the court. The Cebuana recalls first playing volleyball at 13 years old across the street with her neighbors and immediately knowing this world has so much more in store for her. It's your classic introvert gone extrovert fairy tale as she claims nahihiya siya makipagsalamuha sa iba't ibang tao noon kaya't nagpapasalamat siya sa volleyball dahil ito ang nakadagdag sa kanyang confidence. Aside from opening up her personal life, volleyball also serves as her key to having access to education. Ika nga niya, buong pamilya ko po ay nasa Cebu at ako lang ang mag-isang nakatira sa Metro Manila kaya gagawin ko ang lahat para magbigay ng magandang laro at makapagtapos ng pag-aaral. Let's hear it from Kayla and Rhea.
Thank you once again, Tati. A nice story that we hear again during our matches and interviews coming from our courtside reporters and our players. Humble beginnings is one word that I feel encapsulates that whole interview about Laika Tudlasan and how she made it here to the big leagues and is able to really show how much skill and power she has for Arellano.
Exactly, Kayla. Our players really draw inspiration from the fact that most of them came from the provinces pa and coming into leagues like this and the NCAA and even the UAAP is really a dream come true for them.
And so far, Tudlasan, now already one of the seniors here, or older players for Arellano, and she has really been consistent so far in the seasons we've had of the Shakey Super League. One of the key players for the Lady Chiefs. As EAC scores a point here, care of Domo.
Domo making her presence felt here in set number 2. Again, they need more attacks other than attacks from the Yanan and Razonable on the side of EAC.
And a service ace, back-to-back points here for the Lady Generals. Much needed on their end as Arellano still with the 7-point lead. A more dominant set here for the Lady Chiefs. And almost an ace That's an ace rather, as that ball crosses outside the antenna.
And it's nice to see Arellano finally scoring points out of the service area kasi kanina hindi natin makikita masyado yung points nila coming from blockings, from service aces. And this time, they're just really maximizing the points that they could generate in those departments.
And speaking of Laika Tudlasan, once again detonating another bomb on the left wing. This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Back row attack here for EAC. Dumasig to the middle. And a great attack there coming from Arellano.
Oh wow, the ball distribution again from Dumasig has been on point here for Arellano.
This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Right, she was right on top of that ball. And no blockers there for EAC as Dayanan responds with an attack of her own.
So far, itong EAC, they're just really relying on Dayanan in the offense. While it's good for them, but they need more points coming from other attackers as well.
Service error here coming from from EAC rather. That was Domo with the service error. Lead still at 8 here in the second set. Make that 9 because of that service ace coming from Laika Tudlasan.
Again, Laika Tudlasan, this time in the service area.
Contributing whether she's in that front line or back line. And I always remember her actually for her powerful jump serves. I remember in her rookie season, she even scored, if I'm not mistaken, 3 to 4 consecutive service aces in a single game. As EAC will have to bring that one over. Good adjust there though by Bodonal. Attack from the middle is good for Lepiten.
And a point finally coming from Lepiten, courtesy of that quick attack. Well, they have to make use of those kinds of offense, talking about EAC.
Point here for EAC because of that lifting violation called on Arellano. (21-14) is our score. Make that 22-14 because of that service error by EAC.
It's a crucial error for EAC.
Opposite attack there coming from the Lady Chiefs, Lady Generals rather. Attack also from the opposite of Arellano. Tough set there. And Spiker Bodonal unable to adjust to that one. So point here for Arellano once again.
Good intention for the Andres to set that second ball for an opportunity to attack for EAC. Unfortunately, that set was too close to the net.
Powerful attack here coming from EAC. That was Dayanan as she now heads to the service deck. Good serve there by Dayanan. Good up as well, coming from the libero of EAC. Bodonal tries Tudlasan from the back row. Bodonal once again, this time with an off speed. And point here for EAC because of a lifting violation.
And it's nice to see Bodonal trying to change things up in the tempo of her attack. Kasi nga nababasa na ng floor defense ng Arellano their long attacks. But this time, that off-speed works.
Drop ball there by Arellano. That set rather, quite close to the net. Bodonal tried to go for an off-speed short ball target, but that one not crossing the net.
She was trying to go for that same off-speed attack she did in her previous attempt, but this time that set was a little far off the net and didn't go over.
So Arellano at set point here in the second set. For Mentos to the opposite. Domasig to the middle. And Tira ends at rally. And Arellano winning their second set here in this match.
What a setup job from Domasig here in set number 2.
Score in the second set is 25-16, still in favor of Arellano.
There's nothing like winning the game. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's. With Smart Postpaid, enjoy awesome perks, the latest gadgets, and exciting entertainment. It's more than a plan. Smart Postpaid. Live more today.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
The Shakey Super League bundle is now available in 3 types: SSL 999, SSL Classic, and SSL Gold. Whether you're craving pizza, mojos, or pasta, there's a bundle for every appetite, and it gets even better with Classic and Gold bundles now coming with a Shakey Super Card for even more perks and discounts. So order your bundle today and enjoy the game and make it a win-win with Shakey's. So Rhea, let's take a look at our set 2 highlights here. Different set of players for both squads because of our all-to-play rules. So we have Domasig as a setter for the Lady Chiefs. Still very good playmaking coming from the setters of Arellano, as the sets were really evenly distributed amongst all their spikers.
That's right, Kayla. On the side of Arellano, it was really the ball distribution of Domasig that activated her attackers in Tudlasan, Ceballos, and even Padillon coming from the middle. But unfortunately for EAC, the attacks of Dayanan just wasn't enough for them. They also had a hard time in establishing their first ball. And in return, Lut could not establish or rally her offense in set number 2, as Arellano scoring 15 points off the attacks and 5 points from EAC, with a single block from Arellano compared to none of EAC. And again, both teams with a single ace apiece. But unfortunately, again, for EAC, they gave away 8 errors on top of the 15 attacks of Arellano.
And Arellano rather really out-attacking EAC 15-5. So a 10-point difference there, and just the scoring or attacking department as we begin the third set. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now. So Fermento back as the setter for EAC, as well as their starting unit earlier. And for Arellano, we have Laika Tudlasan now starting this third set, as well as starting setter Adante. De Guzman also in the ball game for Arellano. Good adjust there by Adante, one-handed set. But an off-speed attack here coming from Bodonal is good for EAC.
And so far for Arellano, parang hindi nila na dedepensahan yung mga off-speed attacks from EAC, and Bodonal has been taking advantage of that off-speed attack and making no wonders on the side of EAC.
Fermento to the open side.
Wow.
Back-to-back points here for Bodonal, this time off the hands of the blockers.
Much needed activation for Bodonal here in set number 3. They need more points from her as she is the main gunner alongside
Diana
yes,
of EAC. But a response here coming from Arellano. That was Padillon on the opposite side. This spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
a good reverse set for Padillon in that last play.
Formentos to the open side. Dayanan. Formentos again to the left wing. Spikers adjusting to those missed sets. Tudlasan from the open. And gets a point in between Alimen and Formentos there.
Yep. No, that was already an out-of-system play, talking about that offense from Arellano, but you can really see the effort of Tudlasan to score and get that point for her squad.
Over received there by EAC,
Wow.
but De Guzman taking care of business in the net and putting that one away.
Everyone on the side of the Lady Chiefs really contributing points here.
Let's now hear from Tati Austria once again on the sidelines.
Sometimes the best trainers are right in front of our eyes, and in Marian Padillon's case, she owes her love for volleyball to her mom who first taught her how to play the sport. Coming a long way from home, nagpapasalamat ang Ilocana sa magandang naidulot ng pagiging isang atleta sa buhay niya, scholarships, and more. Padillon heavily values her preseason experience as she believes it serves as her foundation for growth. Sa Shakey Super League nila nakikita ang kanilang mga kakayahan at kung ano pa ang mga kulang, manalo o matalo. Back to you, Kayla and Rhea.
Thank you once again, Tati, for that report. So far, Padillon, one of the top scorers here as well for Arellano. Well, Rhea, we were talking about how the sets are really well distributed and everyone making an impact here for the Lady Chiefs. But Padillon leading and her team in this match so far versus EAC as they lead here with 3 points.
Yep, and that's what I love about si Padillon. Every time she's given an opportunity to attack, you can really see the approach, the body language na kukunin niya yung puntos.
Formento to Dayanan. Tudlasan. Dayanan once again off-speed attack, but the Guzman was there. Full swing once again here for Laika Tudlasan, ending that rally.
That attack was unfortunately too strong for the Andres on the side of EAC. And again, Laika Tudlasan just taking advantage of every opportunity to score a point.
Razonable back in the ball game here. But the receive for EAC. For Mento to the left wing. Tudlasan will have to bring that one over. Off-speed attack once again for EAC. Back row this time for Arellano. Good up there by the blockers of Arellano. Although that rally ends in an attack error.
With Smart Postpaid, enjoy awesome perks, the latest gadgets, and exciting entertainment. It's more than a plan. Smart Postpaid. Live more today.
Shakey's Thin Crust, now with more cheese. Then incredibly cheesier.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
This Shakey Super Fans of the Day is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. So our other volleyball fans still in attendance here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum as we have another match after this. It's the Colegio de San Juan de Letran Lady Knights going up against Jose Rizal University Lady Bombers for their debut match as well in the Shakey Super League preseason championship. For Mento to Dayanan. Tudlasan. Really liking those high sets coming from Adante. Good up there by Arellano. Ball sit and play here. Pancake attack is good. Or pancake is good rather.
Ball still alive.
Good rally so far. Great hustle on both ends of the floor. But Punzalan ends that rally. A long rally from both squads here. And ended with a power tip for Mento. Unable to get to that one.
That was wise decision again from Adante to set that up to Punzalan to a faster and shorter attack.
I believe someone touched the antenna. Point goes to Arellano. But substitutions now here for the Lady Generals. We have Alimen in the ball game for Razonable. For Mento to Dayanan. 4 touches is called on Dayanan as that ball does not go over the net. So another point here for Arellano.
You know, Dayanan used to play as a middle blocker, if I'm not mistaken. And she is really doing a good job as an opposite here for EAC.
Power hit coming from Punzalan as she quickly apologizes to the libero of EAC there. That smart power play was brought to you by Smart Power All 99. Load now. Power being displayed here by the middle blocker of the Lady Chiefs. That's Punzalan. Stepping up also in this third set in terms of her net presence and offense. But another block point coming from Arellano here that makes their lead up to 10 here already in this third set.
So far for EAC, hindi nila nakukuha ang momentum here in set number 3. Although they had a strong start in first set, they were able to rally their offense. Unfortunately, itong Arellano, they took that momentum right away and pushed through here in set number 3.
Another attack error coming from EAC.
We saw earlier in the stat scale na lamang ang Arellano in terms of attack points, and although mas madami ang errors ng Arellano, unfortunately hindi nakakapag-compensate ang EAC sa kanilang mga errors din na nabibigay sa Arellano because they can't compensate that in terms of attacks or in terms of points in the service area or even in the blocking. Hindi nila nababawi yung kanilang mga attacks compared to Arellano na nababawi naman nila sa kanilang attacks and even in the scores from the service area.
But a good response here coming from Aliman with a point in the left wing. This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now.
Finally, much needed point in the attack for EAC.
Powerful hit once again by Punzalan. And Adante really knowing what kind of set she likes. That spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
The chemistry between Adante and Punzalan really translates to the play that they have been showing here in set number 3.
Ten-point lead here for the Lady Chiefs. But a lucky break here for the Lady Generals. Arellano not being able to get to that overpass as Punzalan apologizes for that.
A mistime block for Punzalan.
Another point for Arellano once again as we head to our second technical timeout. Arellano still with the lead.
With Smart Postpaid, enjoy awesome perks, the latest gadgets, and exciting entertainment. It's more than a plan. Smart Postpaid. Live more today.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Laking bukid pero larong pang Coliseum. Ito ang inaasam na maiaambag ni Karasia Dayanan o Kakay sa kanyang kapwa Lady Generals. Having a former volleyball player as a mom influenced her and her 3 sisters to follow in her athletic footsteps until it led them to proudly represent Davao del Norte at palarong pambansa. Her story is proof of the power of manifestation as Kakay used to only watch Shakey Super League online, but today she'll fight for her dreams out on the court. Back to you, Kaylan Rhea.
Thank you, Tati, for that report. Dayanan, one of the key players so far for EAC. Great to hear another inspiring story, actually, coming from all the way in Davao and now here in Manila to play the sport she loves. So very similar stories we're hearing today, actually.
Yes.
All these girls with one purpose, just to represent their family and their hometowns, of course, and play in the city while giving honor and pride to their respective schools.
I love the stories reported by Tati in this match. You can really understand the sense of purpose between these girls in playing volleyball away from their hometowns and provinces.
But back to the ball game. 10-point lead here. Make that an 11-point lead for Arellano in this third set. Substitution now, though, as Arellano is back in the ball game for her teammate number 13, Mangubat. Our referee's just clarifying the rotation here for each team. Service ace coming from Arellano. That's care of Punzalan. One of the players that really stepped up in the third set because of her blocks, attacks, and now even in the service deck.
Though hindi natin siya nakita or napansin in the first few sets, in set number 1 and set number 2, but really the crucial points that she generated here in set number 3. And so efficient on the side of Arellano. And that's because na-activate siya by the setter in Adante.
Score is 19-8. Make that 20-8.
Those errors will definitely, again, not help EAC.
The biggest lead so far, if I'm not mistaken, in this match. More dominant set for Arellano. A lot of errors also, though, being committed on the side of EAC, which is why, as you mentioned earlier, Rhea, errors are really normal in any game, but it's what matters is how they can bounce back from them. Like Arellano, we see them making errors, but they're able to convert those into points in the next rallies. But EAC, medyo nagiging sunod-sunod ang kanilang mga errors in this match.
And talking about errors, itong EAC, with a gap like this, they can't afford to commit errors in the service area and even in the attacks. But this time, finally,
a much needed service ace coming from their playmaker Formento. Subs here for Arellano. We have De Guzman and Adante in for Domasig. An attack error here for the Lady Chiefs. Arellano not getting that one across the net.
That set was a little too low for an offense in the middle.
Formento with a serve, goes for the short ball. As De Guzman gets a point here.
Not the best of sets for De Guzman. But still, De Guzman found a spot there cross court.
Formento to the left wing. Back row attack here for Arellano. And another point here for the Lady Chiefs, who are 3 points away from getting their first win this season. Formento to the open side. Formento once again chooses that open. Back row attack by the Lady Chiefs. Ball still in play here. And another point here for the Lady Chiefs.
This is a lucky point for Arellano. That pass was already over. This time forces the hand of EAC. Let's listen in.
Alam nyo, walang ano eh. Nangihinayang ako sa mga skill na meron kayo. Tulungan nyo naman to. Yung tinutulungan, wala kayong numbers dalawa. Lalo ka na, Jing, wala kang numbers. Kasi bakit? May natatakbo nyo yung trip nyo eh. Huwag nyo patakboy yung trip nyo. Patakboy yung system natin. Pati mga service nyo.
That huddle was powered by Smart 5G.
Coach Rodrigo really highlighted na wala kang numbers in the attackers, as it was only Dayanan na ang nakapag-score for EAC. Well, they really need more points coming from other attackers to help Dayanan in the scoreboard for EAC.
Formento. Good over there by Budonal. Budonal will try again here. And De Guzman gets a point off the block. That puts Arellano at a match point. This cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now.
Wow, what a jump set that was from Adante as well.
Formento. Good chase here by the Lady Chiefs, although a much needed point on the side of EAC.
This is what I love about Arellano, Kayla, no? They really try to go for an attempt in their defense, in their floor defense. Kaya in turn, nakakapag-translate sila ng attack.
And that was by Dayanan again, if I'm not mistaken. Point sales out for EAC, and that does it for the Lady Chiefs, who win their first or their debut match in the 2024 Shakey Super League preseason championship in 3 straight sets. But we have to commend as well EAC for showing great floor defense and as well a good run for their rookies. Great exposure as well to play alongside their veteran key holdovers. So congratulations once again to the Lady Chiefs winning in 25-17, 25-16, and 25-12. We'll be back for some numbers in just a bit.
There's nothing like winning the game. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's. With Smart Postpaid, enjoy awesome perks, the latest gadgets, and exciting entertainment. It's more than a plan. Smart Postpaid. Live more today.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
And I'm from Arellano University. So my possession is outside hitter. My jersey number is jersey number 12. Feel ko po, yung lucky number ko po is number 2. So hindi po available yung number 2, so I choose the number 12. My height is 175 cm. I graduated from Davao del Norte Sports Regional Academy from Taguig. I'm currently taking up the English education kasi I want to challenge myself na maging fluent po sa English. My greatest volleyball achievement po is to be here in Manila kasi po I'm from province. So lahat naman po siguro tayo from province is nangangarap po mapunta dito sa Manila. So my inspiration po, of course, my family and yung mga tao pong nagsusuporta sa akin kahit hindi naman nila ako kilala. So parang na-inspire po ako mag-go hard po. Yung goal po namin ngayon this season po or this league po is pumasok po sa finals. And then magkaroon po kami ng teamwork tsaka more communication po inside of the court and more confident po na pinakita po ng mga ates namin last season po.
This MVP of the match is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. Let's now hear from our MVP of the match and Tati Austria in just a short bit actually as we see some of her game highlights. Rhea, who did we choose as our MVP of the match?
Of course, we have no other than Laika Tudlasan, who scored 10 points built on 9 attacks and 1 ace. A game changer, in fact, on the side of Arellano.
Let's now hear from Laika Tudlasan and Tati.
Yes, Kayla and Rhea, here we have Laika Tudlasan. Congratulations for being our MVP of this match. And of course, to your fellow Lady Chiefs, anong nararamdaman mo ngayong nakamit nyo ang first win for Arellano this season?
First of all po, lagi po grateful po kami kasi sa preparation po namin, sabi ng mga coaches na ngayon na po yung test na ma-apply namin yung pinaghirapan namin for months.
Ayun, so any points naman so far na nakikita mo for improvement?
Yung communication and yung saya namin sa team, iba na po yung parang sobrang gaan po namin ngayon kasi yung parang may tiwala po kami sa isa't isa namin.
Ngayon naman, may message ka ba to your teammates, to your family in Cebu, and of course to your supporters?
Sa una po sa lahat, thank you po kay Papa God kasi pinakinggan niyo po yung prayers ko. And of course, sa family ko po sa Cebu, Tudlasan family, and Pakulaba family, and sa mama, papa, ate ko, and kay Ace, kay Jam and And thank you po sa Arellano Management sa pagtiwala, lalo po kay Chairman, and sa mga coaches po sa tiwala namin. And thank you po sa jowa kong andito.
Thank you rin, Laika. And of course, may special gift ka from Shakey's Philippines. Congratulations to our MVP for this match and congratulations to the Arellano Lady Chiefs. Back to you, Kayla and Rhea.
Congratulations again to Laika Tudlasan, our MVP of the match, and to the Arellano Lady Chiefs. Let's check out our game, our Smart Powered Up Plays presented by Smart. Get the most affordable Smart 5G phone for just 5,450 pesos. Ria, in set 1, good start here for the Lady Chiefs. Steady playmaking was the theme of this first set by their playmaker Adante, who was able to activate all her spikers, including Magaling, Tudlasan, and those sets were really just evenly distributed amongst all their players.
I agree, Kayla. Other than that, Arellano really showed a good floor defense here in set number 1. In turn, Adante could really rally a counter-attack on the side of her offense. But here in set number 2, we saw again a new set of faces courtesy of the all-2-play system. And again, the Masig taking care of the offensive system here for Arellano.
And Arellano out-attacking EAC here 15-5. And Masig rather was their playmaker this time around in the second set, which she was still able to continue that evenly distributed sets that Adante started in that first set, which is why they came out victorious as well in that second set, 25-16. Moving on over to our third and final set.
Arellano here proved to be too much for EAC. Again, we saw the playmaking system of Adante, and unfortunately for EAC, they continued those enforced errors and even the attack errors, which really for Arellano they took advantage of. And we saw the presence of Punzalan, who has been a game changer in the offense coming from the middle on the side of Arellano.
But props still here to EAC. The Lady Chiefs still showed good floor defense, and as well as their top scorer, I believe that was Dayanan. 25-17, 25-16, and 25-12 is our final score, all in favor of the Arellano Lady Chiefs. As we take a look at our match summary statistics here.
Now we have 43 attacks for Arellano compared to only 19 of the Lady Generals, and 4 blocks for Arellano. But unfortunately for the Lady Generals, wala silang block. But again, both teams coming up with 3 service aces apiece. And again, for Arellano, although they committed 33 errors, still nabawi nila sa kanilang 43 attacks. Unfortunately for EAC, although they committed 25 errors only, but still hindi nag-compensate yung 19 attacks nila in this match against Arellano.
So up next, we have one more game this Sunday afternoon. It's the JRU Lady Bombers taking on the Letran Lady Knights. Again, this has been Kayla Reyes, Rhea Raagas, and Tati Austria. We'll see you in just a short bit.